about our Father's business.
Crime mode,
Filled with this Holy Spirit.
that's a cheat code.
Holiness the standard.
We never fold.
We about to make a scene.
Episode.
About our Father's business.
Yo, we is back. Episode 42. And tonight we have a special guest, Miss Keisha Swafford from the Ballin With Keisha podcast. Rob Redeem. Hold on. Before I say what's good to Rob, what's good, everybody that's in the chat? What's up? AT the Scribe. What up, Just James?
Just James.
Know what I mean?
Wanda, Amy Mobley, we see y'all, and whoever we don't see who listening. What's
Yo,
up, Nigel? What's going on, brother?
Brother Nigel, what's good, brother? What's good? So, if you're watching us right now, please take your time and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to keep up with what we got going on. But if you're watching right now, please like right now. It help the algorithm face get to going. You know what our algorithm face get the thing going.
Yes, sir. Yes,
For real. So, Rob Redeem, I got a question, brother.
What's good?
My brother, what is good, Rob Redeem?
Man,
What's good, Brother Jackson?
what's good, man? My I got a new member to the family, and my new little pit bull puppy Daz, and he is doing great with his training, man. Like he is leaps and bounds ahead. And I'm excited about that because if anybody knows anything about dogs, pit bulls are some stubborn breeds, man. So
Is they?
Very stubborn, brother. You tell them stop, they just look at you and do it anyway. You know what I mean? So, so what's good?
Hold on, tell them the story about when you saw the guy at the gig that that was helping you train him. He brought his dog over. What your dog did when he saw that trained dog? Let the people know.
Hey, so man, you gonna front him out like that, man? So look, my homeboy Chris is the one that's he a professional
Good
dog
evening, Miss
trainer.
Wanda. My bad.
So he brought his Serbian Rottweiler over. So his Rottweiler hit a little different than these Americanized Rottweilers.
Okay.
So when the dog got out and started walking toward us, I know better. So Daz is real tough when it comes to my daughter dog. He chased that little poodle all through the house, got it yapping. Man, that dog walked up on Daz, man. He yelled, jumped back, and peed on the concrete. He literally scared the pee out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at him like, come on, man, you're making this look bad. Come on.
Making the Davis family look bad.
Hey, let me tell you something. Had that dog ran up on me, though, without Chris being there, I probably would have did the same thing. But I keep my girlfriend on my hip, so that would have been the end of that. It wouldn't have been no peeing.
AT the Scribe is in rare form already. See, Mike and I used to seeing the beard growth. You can't neglect the chin scape, bro. Top half got a bastard. Hey, man, gotta get clean sometime, bro. Gotta get clean sometime. That boy stupid, dog.
Hey, you know what you did say? You tried to use them edges up top. Maybe you put the manscaper. Hey, you the one. Hey, it's your testimony. No. We running the. Nah, okay, run the commercial. Run the commercial.
All right,
What's
man.
good with you, C? What's good with you, man?
I had something that was good, and I don't remember it. Hold on, man. Let me look at my phone. I got distracted by AT the Scribe talking about my slim beard, man. Look, man, you got to restart every once in a while, refresh, man. New beginnings and all that type stuff. Now, what's good with me, man, is that, brother, about a week ago, we got an air fryer, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fire, and I'm saying it's fire because. I told you a couple days ago we was talking on the screen, and you was like, all right, man, I gotta go cook. And I was like, bro, I don't really be cooking too much, bro. Well, we got the air fryer, and everything is easy, brother.
Just drop that mug on in there, right?
Yeah. Everything is easy. We see Keisha in the green room. We're gonna go to her in a few minutes. But look, man, so we got that air fryer, bro. And I make breakfast every morning. Every morning. I'm talking every single morning I got the breakfast, you know what I mean? We've been Look, bro, it's so fire. We ain't turned our oven on in 2 weeks, bro. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, we just ordered some Wingstop, ate a little dinner, right? Fries wasn't all the way 100. Normally, we'll put it in the oven right quick, get the crisp back. Nah. Sammy, what up, bro? Sammy Blevins. Long story short, Sammy used to be in a group with me back in the day called War Click. Sammy Blevins, all the way from San Diego, one of the cities I love. Rob enjoys it, too. We love San Diego.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, so we got that air fryer, bro. Happy day. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day,
brother. I'm just
okay.
saying.
See on this one, Chef Boy, one word. You know.
Let's don't go that far. Check this out though. One thing did happen though. My wife had a meeting or whatever, right? So, you know, it got the rotisserie little joint in there, so it go to spinning, right? So you gotta stick the little stick in, you know, tie up the legs, tie up the breast side or whatever. Put on a rotisserie. It tastes just like when you get the rotisserie from Schnucks or Deer Birds or Kroger's or wherever you got, what they got down in Florida. What's that thing? Publix. Something like that. You buy the already rotisserie chicken. Tastes just like it right there. 45 minutes, you scrape. Super scrape. All right, man, we got a guest, man. Let me keep it moving. But hey, I'm happy about the air fryer, bro. Don't play with me, bro. I'm happy about the air fryer, dog. All right, man, let's get into this faith segment. Support for the Not the Same podcast, which is through MTMV Sports Network, is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in man's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Yep. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. I tried one time to take care of my personal family jewels with some clippers, right? I had some edges, you know, the popular name, we'll say the T edges, you know, that usually get your line all straight. And I said, well, if it can get the line straight, it can get, you know, down below straight. No. It was quite painful, actually. But, you know what? I found out about the Lawnmower 3.0. Brother, saved my life. Mrs. Mars was quite grateful, and so was I.
This man's no, bro. Manscaped, dog.
See, Michael apparently puts his faith in Manscaped.
Hey, yeah, he switched up them clippers, man.
Manscaped them on it.
Manscaped them on
man.
Hey,
hold up, bro.
Hey, look.
What's up, man? Let's focus, dog. Let's focus. We got a guest.
We got a guest. Keep it pushing, man. Faith segment, bro.
Faith segment. All right, bro. Check this out. The question for the day is, what's the difference between praise and worship? Rob Redeem.
Yeah.
To you, what's the difference between praise and worship?
Well, I'm not gonna get deep Picasso, as we be saying sometimes. A lot of times, praise and worship is defined by the music we listen to. You know what I'm saying? Some people say if it's upbeat, then that's praise. If it's slow and mellow, then that's worship. But the bottom line is praise is thanking God for what he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What he's doing and what he's gonna do in your life. It's being thankful, paying homage, and admiration. So if I say admiration, you're being appreciative, worthy, and respecting, you know, like just praising in advance. It's not necessarily, Lord, give me. It's just worshiping for what he's done and who he is in your life. Where worship is offering something. You know what I mean? Whether it's your time, your money, you know, sacrificing something and presenting it to God. So worship can be anything. Worship, you know what I mean? Like our music, it may be Christian rap music, but it's a sacrifice. We're worshiping God through our lyrics, but we're praising him at the same time.
Yeah.
But I said admiration, which is appreciative, where worship is more of adoration, which is deep love and respect. When you go into that place with the Lord and you're loving on him and it's just you in your secret place. And if you're a believer, you understand what loving on him is and what adoration is, and going into your prayer closet, laying prostrate, you know what I'm saying, on your face and just giving God like when a grown man is in tears, or a grown woman, or anybody is in tears from worship, because
You get
you
that
feel the
stank
presence
face.
of the Lord. Yeah, that and you wake up, and that's when you hear that still small voice, because you just entered in the Holy of Holies, man. Talk to him, see.
First of all, that's facts. Let me see what the people saying right quick before I go to me. AT the Scribe says, praise is acknowledging God. Worship is adoration of God for who he is. Sound like what Rob said. Y'all been reading the same notes. What y'all doing? All right. Just James say, yep, praise is thanking God, and worship is devotion, devout devotion unto God. Okay. Miss Winder say she agrees. Amen. Yeah, for me, man, I use it. I come from a different angle.
Okay.
If we go, when they speak of heaven, they speak about the outer courts and the inner courts. And you think about in the kingdom, like in a sense, we got Meghan Markle and her husband, Prince, I forgot his name. Was it Harry? Is it Harry, I think? But anyway, like they part of a so-called kingdom, right? And you go to a king's castle, you got the outer courts, and then you got the inner courts. Only certain people get inside the inner courts, right? But anybody can be on the outer courts. Like when they come do the press conference, you ain't going up inside, right?
Right.
Praise is the outer course. It's welcomed, and God appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? And all type of people can praise God. To worship God is intimate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when people say being naked before God, like, yeah, you can literally be naked, but I'm talking about naked, like, yo, Lord, I know I just did this yesterday. I just got through firing up this J. I got a fifth of hen right over here on the side. I'm giving an example. I don't have this right now, for y'all get deeper costume. But you know what I'm saying? Being naked that way is like, look, Lord, I'm laying it all down. All I want is you.
Right.
All I need is you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, and a lot of times we get like this, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. We get like this a lot when we got some money issues. Let's just keep it real. Or if you married and you get in a bad situation, she talking about she gonna leave you. He talking about he gonna leave you. Lord, I'm naked. I'm letting it all go. Help me. Save my marriage.
Yeah.
Bring her back. Make her forget what I just did. Let him forget what I just did. You know what I mean?
Right.
But either way, he wants it. You know what I'm saying? He desires that intimate worship and praise. And I think one thing we have to do better as believers is not letting it. Let's not wait until we're in turmoil to come to him. He wants a relationship with us all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then we got to remember, man, and we'll go to the people. We got to remember, man, we were created for worship. That's the reason why you try to fulfill those voids with empty things. And I know I've done it too. My testimony, we're not getting ready to get in that. That's a whole, show in itself. But my point that I'm making is
the kids. Anyway, my bad. Shout out to Andy.
Hey, man, I ain't messing with you, bro. Anyway, man, we were created for worship, and what we will do is replace that thing, whether it be drink, whether it be sex, whether it be weed, whether it be drugs, whatever the case, we'll find a vice to create. To fill that empty void that we're trying to fill with all this other stuff. Money, you chasing the bag, like everybody chasing the bag, and when they get the bag, what you gonna do with it?
Right.
Because now you're trying to struggle to keep it, when in reality that void, that's what Christ is there for. That's what that intimate praise and worship is. And that's what that's all about. What the people saying, see?
I'm gonna say it right quick, then we're gonna roll. AT Scribe. In my praise, I can identify his greatness for what he's done. Worship to God has nothing to do with me. It's about who he is, regardless of what he's done. It's not about asking anything from God. This is very, very true. This is very, very true. Whew. Thank you, Jesus. All right, man.
We got to.
I know it's one of the times I want to go on in, but no, I ain't gonna go on in. I'm just gonna. You know what I'm gonna do, bro?
Keep it going, man.
I'm finna go and get my groove on. Hold up.
Hey.
Hold up.
All right, right now we got a song by man Ray Knowledge,
man.
featuring Jessica Legere, I believe, and Mike Teezy, and it's called Top Down. Top Down, the remix, man. Y'all check this out. What up, B Plus?
Hey.
Appreciate you checking in, fam.
Through my city with the top down. Blessings always fall from the top down. They don't like it, but they never stop me.
one look hot.
No, I want the
Blessings
top.
always fall from the top down.
Just fall right off
Keep
the
my eyes
screen.
on the cross now.
Blessings always fall from the top down. Wild hell, when they look at me, they see God now. I don't want no credit, that's a cop out. If it ain't bringing glory to the King, I cannot bow. In every season, you brought me through. Don't gotta rethink, been in the deep end. I know for sure life's better with you. You can't tell me nothing. I'll be looking
You
up,
already know.
singing praise to the one who created the sun, driving with the Most High. That's the Holy Ghost ride, yeah. Every day I wake up, covered in your favor. No matter what may come, I'm riding
through my city with the top down. Blessings always fall from the top down. They don't like it, but it never stop me. That's cause I keep my eyes on the top now. Had to sacrifice it all to get to the crown. Came with the truth, enough to go around. Blessings always fall from the top down. That's cause I keep my eyes on the cross.
Keep falling, look to the hills cause I know that they come from the top. They think I should switch out to a geologist, how I focus on the rock. I had some friends that had turned them into somebody, they saw my blessings coming, they tried to block, but God still came through with the assist. So what he got playing, nobody can stop. Yeah, riding through a city, I was trying to make some moves. I was on E, but he said he got the juice. Here's my cup, fill it up till it overflow. I'm in the backseat and you take the wheel like you in chauffeur mode. And that's how I goes ride the whip. As long as he got my back, man, I won't fall again. Yeah. Covered in favor, blessings falling from the top down. Went from not having, now my cabinet's finna pop now. Yeah.
Riding through my city with the top down. Blessings always fall from the top down.
CHH Segment.
Rob, how was your situation with Manscaped? Now we ain't gonna get we ain't gonna get that second one yet. Let's run to this
we
right
good.
quick. You gonna say this before we bring our sis on. Why do CHH artists try to prove that they're as just as cool and good as a secular artist? Why? Why do we do that? Robert Dean?
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna use that video for an example, and
Very
I'm
good
gonna go
video.
from a
Very
I'm a-
professional video.
very professional made video, and this is what
Very
I'm gonna
clean.
say about this is what I'm gonna say about that. If my dude, it's eye candy. Everybody likes eye candy. I don't care if you don't believe me. It's plenty of eye candy out there for whatever type of eye candy you want to go look at.
Oh.
And sometimes you use that to grab your people because that video, because it's so professional. Because back in the day, let's face it, the quality wasn't the same,
No.
but the production was on point. The video was on point. And it'll draw a person in. So once the video and the visuals draw you in and the beat draw you in, now all of a sudden you planting them seeds that can come up later. So from that aspect, I think it's not a bad thing. Now, when you're trying to just overly prove that you tough, when you know you soft as puppy poo, you know what I'm saying? And you like, come on, man, like it's some cats to be looking real tough. And we didn't ran into some of these cats and they some straight up squares. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
like squares.
Okay.
Six. Go ahead, C. Talk to him. I don't want to, you know.
I would say
how I
this.
get.
I'll say this real quick, man. Like, there's a competition for the ears and listeners of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're fully Christian. A lot of the artists that people listen to, Miss Keisha has a One Day coming on before her podcast come on. Like, a lot of these artists we listen to, yeah, we like them because they Christian, but we also like them because they sound good. Like,
Yeah.
that's important, right? You got to sound good. That's part of it. And everybody may not be able to do a video like Ray Knowledge had, but you got to do the best you can to the level that you're at, right? Because at the end of the day, I've said this before, if Jesus is like the good shepherd, right, and he's taking care of the sheep, and you one of his sheep, and you come up here in old Dusty Pinto, it ain't about the money, but you do represent him, though. You dig what I'm saying? So you have to do things in excellence. And that's what I'm talking about. It ain't about the price tag. It's about the excellence. That's what's so much important. You know what I mean? Like doing things in excellence, decent, and in order. You dig what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm going to say this, and I know we got to get our sis on. Check this out. During quarantine, I shot a whole video from my Samsung S25G Ultra. A whole video in 4K with a phone. Everybody got a phone. Yep. And I sent that mug off to get edited. If you think that mug is trash, go look up Diagnosed.
Yep.
In my room, in my house, in my basement, with a phone. it can be done. Excellence.
That's right. So next we have on our guest of honor tonight, Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Mrs. Keisha. Miss Keisha. We love from the Ballin'. I know our last name. I'm just joking right now. Miss Keisha Swafford from the Ballin' With Keisha podcast. It's a great podcast. We're going to bring her up
Yeah.
because she is a lady in sports. She is a believer in sports. And she has some awesome stuff that she can talk about. And she's going to talk about. Y'all make a round of applause. I know I can't hear y'all, but y'all say something in the chat for Miss Keisha. Welcome her as we bring her in right after this. Sports segment. Oh, she ain't in there. Hold on. We got her. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. There she is. Boom. How you doing, ma'am? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm
Hey,
awesome.
welcome. Yeah.
We got
Okay.
you. We got you.
Awesome.
All right.
Here we
Well,
go.
welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you so
We-
much
yeah,
for
we-
having me. I'm super excited.
All good.
Hello? Hey.
Yeah,
I'm just
it,
super excited to be here. I'm really just honored, for y'all letting me be on the show.
Most definitely. So, like we give everybody that we bring on the show, they all get a big old round of applause. And you get a special applause because Miss Keisha, to everybody that's on here, her podcast launched this past Monday.
yeah.
So we were able to get her on during the first launch week. She dropped quite a few episodes, actually. You was ready. She dropped a bazooka.
Yeah.
She ain't dropped one. She dropped like 6 of them things. All of a sudden, like, boo,
Right.
boo, 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 boo.
Yeah. There you go.
Shout out to our
I
brother.
gotta- Came out
What's
right.
our brother Olu? I forgot what you call yourself on the with the, with his show. You know what's his name? The Voice, brother. The Voice up in here too. Part of MTV,
Hey, The
and we
Voice.
didn't say
Hey.
that earlier. She is part of the MTMV podcast network. She's
Yeah.
our sister in the MTMV podcast network. You gotta excuse me,
Oh, yeah.
Keisha. I have this phonics problem that everybody laugh at me about, and I get to stumbling over words. It ain't nothing wrong with me,
And
but
wrong with
it's just
that.
normal.
It's okay.
Yeah. Just keep it pushing. He might say something you ain't never heard before. It's all right.
All right, man. So as tradition, I always allow Robert Dean to ask the first question. We gave you all the pleasantries. We gave you your applause. And now we're going to put you through the ringer, ma'am. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to
Okay.
put you through the ringer. We're just kidding. We nice. We just kidding. Robert Dean, go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So once again, congratulations on your launch week. Welcome to the MTMV fam. But what are some of the challenges you face with being a woman in sports?
Well, a lot of people don't take me seriously as a sports journalist. Women in general, people, I guess guys don't think we know anything about sports. So that is annoying. And no, some guys are intimidated by, our knowledge and, that we're tough and, we can, as far as basketball, like when I play basketball, guys don't think I could play. And then they realize I could play and they're like, oh, okay.
She just dropped me off.
So,
Right.
right. So, I like to prove people wrong. And, I just love being an underdog, being underestimated, because then I have plenty of room to prove them wrong. So that's what I love about, being a woman in sports.
Good
Awesome.
deal.
So one of the very first podcasts that was on your launch date that I listened to, you was talking about mental health, and it was very, very impactful. I really enjoyed it, and I would love for you to talk about that. You talked about a situation that happened in high school, and you also talked about growing up, that you said you wasn't Miss Popular, but you did play basketball, but you dealt with the craziness of dumb kids, because, kids are terrible. They're evil. It's evil.
Right.
You know what I mean? They do very evil stuff. But I would love for you to speak on the mental health aspect of it for, some of our people out here that deal with some similar things.
Yeah.
Well, I had therapy. I think therapy is not something that should be ashamed of. You know, I have God. My faith is my rock. God is my rock, and you know, really helped me in high school. Whenever I felt sad or depressed, or you know, just feeling like, you know, I didn't want to, you know, just didn't want to deal with school or deal with anything. You know, I just prayed, and you know, I read my Bible, and I, you know, I've always been instilled. God has always been instilled in me. My family raised me in the church, so I had a strong foundation. You know, and also it's just, you know, in school, you know, I played basketball all through high school, and you know, my teammates were not the best, you know, people,
I understand.
but they really, yeah, it's all good. You know, I forgive them. You know, I hope they're doing well. I've seen them throughout the years, and I'm okay. But I just wanted, yeah, yeah. I just like I realized like, man, you know, they probably were jealous of me, you know, or you know, they were, you know, kids have their own stuff they're dealing with. You never know what people are dealing with, and so they, you know, they lash out on other people, and you know, I just learned from that, and you know, just kept me, you know, just learned to be strong, and you know, also just to lean on my faith, and you know, just seek help when I needed it, and I'm just grateful that I was able to do that.
Dope.
Mm. So I'm gonna go right into this next question, kind of piggybacking off of what you just said. It's kind of a two-part question. It's a little long here, but what's your background? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. What's your background of going through rejection and fighting through depression? That's one of the things that you spoke on also on one of your podcasts. How do you handle rejection from possible interviewees or not looking at the numbers and followers that you have? So how has it transitioned over? Because in the past, I know you talked about dealing with rejection. So whenever you reach out to someone for an interview or the followers, because you said you weren't popular when your numbers are not where you feel like they should be, how are you handling that process?
Well, you know, I've always been good. Like, I've always dealt with direct rejection. Um, you know, just in school, just you know, not being popular. You know, just you know, being you know, a Christian. I guess you know, you're always going to be rejected in some way or another. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was rejected, but you know, he's Jesus.
Right, right.
Right,
But
right, right.
you know, so if Jesus was rejected, he's perfect, he's sinless. I mean, you know, as Christians, we should be expecting that, you know, we're going to be rejected. um so I've learned to deal with rejection, and just take it with grace, and you know, just be humble, and if you don't want to interview with me, that's fine. You know, I can find other people.
You
I
still
just
got it?
and hey, and that's just enough to, you know, find somebody else. So I don't that like hurt anymore about it, because I know God always provides. So
Definitely. Uh, you said in a podcast that your dad got you into sports. Who was his favorite team?
his favorite team, and for like anybody.
I say anybody then basketball.
Well, he's a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. He's been a
Well, I
Chiefs
know
fan
he was happy
before.
last year, not this year, but last year.
Yeah, yeah, that was that hurt this
Yeah.
year. But yeah, like he's been a fan since he was 8 years old. So that win, I did a YouTube
Oh,
channel.
that's a
I
fan.
do Keisha, and we did like a whole thing when they won.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my dad in 2019. So yeah, he's a big Chiefs fan. And I think he likes the Dallas Mavericks as a basketball team.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's his team, because he lived in Dallas for a long time, but he's from
Yeah.
Kansas. So that's his team.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So when did you first start playing basketball, and at what point did you start taking it serious?
Well, I took it seriously. Uh, I think I took it seriously in high school more, but um, I started basketball. My dad, he really he was in my life for I was raised by my mom, but he came back into my life when I was 13,
Mm-hmm.
physically. So he started teaching me how to play basketball, and so he so basically I started just playing and just getting the feel of it, and like I really got into it in high school. I wasn't like the best player in high school because I guess if I had more confidence in my shot, like I was really good at like shooting,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I for I have one moment that I really was proud of. Like I was a senior captain, of course, like in high school, like my senior year, which was really cool. People were looking up to me. That was really like an honor for me. And I recently went back to my high school just because the team right now is doing incredible things. They made it to district. They made it to the playoffs this year, and the coach asked me to talk to him. Like on the spot. It's
Oh.
like, hey, could you talk to the kid? And I'm like, what am I gonna tell him? So I was like, okay. And I was there just to, just to interview them and, just to see, what, just my journalism thing. And I wasn't expecting to talk to them, like that. But I guess I just went on a soapbox, but I just told them about my experience. And, I told them to love each other.
Yeah.
Y'all are sisters, y'all are family. And, don't cut each other down. Don't, y'all play as a team because they play very well together. Three of them are, they've been playing since they were, kids, so they're
Mm-hmm.
they're really close knit, and it's not just those three that are the star players. Everyone has a, a effort. They make that effort, that team effort, and I like that about them because like when I was playing, it was only like two people that were like the star players, and so that really um made me proud of the team at Bolton because they know how to play as a team, and I like that. And so I just told them, my experience, and just told them to stay together, and that's what they've been doing. So I'm very proud of them. But yeah, that's when I started like having fun actually playing basketball and like after high school because I had a love hate relationship with basketball. Like I loved it, the game, but just being with the people that I played with was not fun. So when I got out of high school, I was just like I gave up basketball for a while, and I just
Gotcha.
like I had to take a break.
Yeah.
But eventually, going through therapy and just realizing, what was going on, at that time, I got, I healed, and finally I could play basketball again. So
We have a
Dope.
question from the audience. I'm gonna post it on the screen. I'm gonna read it though. At the Scribe says, "I have a question. Ask Keisha what made her start the podcast. What advice does she have for women who desire to start a sports podcast?" I think that's a great
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah, that's an awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
he goofy, but he a little smart too. So salute to him.
all right. I just wanted to improve myself and challenge myself as a sports journalist. I feel like I still have a lot to learn. Even though I've been doing this for at least since 2015,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like being a podcaster just helps you to really be accountable. And also just my advice for anyone that's in sports as a woman, know your stuff, research, um, and just, enjoy the game, watch games, and just do it. Don't be afraid. You may make a mistake or you may make many mistakes, but you gotta go out there and do your thing, and people will take you seriously eventually. You just gotta be confident and strong, and just be like, I'm not gonna take no stuff, and you do what you do your thing, and don't let anybody stop you from doing what you want to do and what you're passionate about.
Amen to that.
Yeah. No
Amen to
doubt.
that. Did you have one, Rob? I got another question for her, but
No, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put with the questions. That's what I was trying to scroll up to find, but you can
no,
get
no,
it quicker than
I
me.
got another one of mine.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So
Go
you
ahead.
said in one of the podcasts, you said that Tamron Hall and Jamel Hill were some of your heroes in the media. in media for their strength through their voice and perseverance. What do you want to be remembered for as a journalist?
Wow, they deep.
We do our research around here. Do our research.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. You know what I should have did? See, I ain't brought these out in a while. I should have put on my research glasses. See, I should have did that when I read it. And
Marvin Sapp in the building.
Shut up, brother. Anyway, let me take my glass off. You can answer the question before they get goofy. Y'all goofy. We got a guest on.
She found, bro.
Okay, what I want to be remembered for is really that someone that brought light and joy to people.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that inspired people. You know, and you know, had a love of God. You know, because I love God, I love Jesus. And I just want people to know that you can do anything you want to do, no matter what you've gone through. You know, no matter what people say about you. You know,
Right.
you do your thing. You stay strong and keep the faith, and you can do whatever you want. Anything is possible. All things are possible with Christ.
Big fact.
Amen to that. Yeah. Well, we got anything else from the people, man? No, we.
Nah, they clowning me for putting them glasses on. That's all.
Yeah.
One guy said never would have made it. They tripping. One guy just.
Okay. We got
okay.
one more.
AT Scribe got another one. He said, how has her view of therapy changed since being a Christian? Personally, I support counseling for believers in and after church.
Amen.
That's a good question. Very good question, brother.
How has my view of therapy? Okay. Well, I've always been a Christian.
So it ain't changed. Dig that.
Before I was Christian. Well, I guess I understand what you're saying. Like, you know, some Christians view therapy, you know, Jesus should be the only, you know, our therapy, which, you know, I understand that. But, you know, God created, you know, psychologists, and, you know, if we need an extra bit of help, you know, just understand life, understanding what's going on, because the devil's always attacking. And, you know, sometimes we can't lean always on our faith because we're not strong enough. So, you know, therapy was good for me because it helped me be able to talk to someone that's biased, you know, won't judge, that's not, you know, too close to me. You know, and, you know, for a long time, you know, I just kept all my bullying to myself.
Yeah.
I didn't really tell anybody I was getting bullied. Not even my parents, because, you know, I felt ashamed. You know, I was like, I really wish, you know, I could have been stronger. And so I was just like, you know, my mom knew, though, like, I wasn't being myself because my grades was failing. I wasn't, you know, like, I was so depressed I didn't want to do anything. So she said, baby, you need help, you need me to go to therapy. I said, yeah, I guess. And so that's how it happened. But she didn't know the full story. So, like, it's a long story.
Yeah.
You probably just listen to the podcast, but
shameless plug. Ballin with Keisha podcast. Get on all your podcast providers.
Ain't gonna tell everything. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that therapy is good, not, you know, good for people. I mean, it may not be for everybody, but if it helps you, I would do it, you know.
Yeah. I definitely salute you for that, because I went through therapy when I was dealing with I went through cancer and a divorce at the same time. So fighting for my life, literally, with health and in personal, you know, as far as kids and all of that. So I had to see a therapist. So yeah, I don't think anybody should, you know, be ashamed to go and talk to someone, you know. But so salute to you for that and giving your testimony. And see, I'm gonna pass it over to you, sir. Get ready to go
Just
into
James,
this.
another fan question, or fan, people that's watching, everybody that's saluting you tonight. Just James says, ask her who's her most favorite interview that she's had since she started.
Most favorite interview.
You got a lot of questions rolling in. We're gonna roll with them too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can answer. the most my really when I was in my high school. I didn't even get to go to my 10-year anniversary, which I'm kind of glad about that. Anyway, because
I didn't
COVID.
go neither, but I didn't want to go.
But anyway, I didn't really care.
Right.
But my favorite was going back to Bolton, because like I was kind of scared, like really going back to school at the time, like for a while. I hadn't really gone back in a while, and I was like kind of apprehensive because I'm going back to the same gym, and the same, I could just remember. I still remember all that stuff happened to me, but I've forgiven them, and it's just, but it still affects you sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why therapy's good for you. But yeah, like I was really, but the coach there, Coach Antonio Keller, shout out to him. He's doing an amazing job with the girls, and I said, I want to do an interview with you. You're doing such a great job, and I really want to do a sit down interview with you. And he said sure. And so back to the gym, and they had just won district last year, and they had the banner and everything, and we did the backdrop of that, and I just interviewed him, just asked him questions, and I think that was the most, and he's like, I could tell, like I just got to know him as a person, and yeah, like I just understand why he's such a good coach, and so I think that was one of my favorite interviews because it's like full circle, going back to high school, just I feel like I feel like I was at the time.
Yeah.
So it was a full circle. That's why it's my favorite.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Here's a question that came from my wife. Advice for aspiring minority female sports professionals to not only get in the game, but to hold posture when faced with sexual aggression or probably harassment. I know she means that too. The whole do something strange. She's stupid. Do something strange for some change concept to career advancement. But I know that's very prevalent within people doing goofy crap like that. But she's silly. That's a deep question.
Oh no, I don't know. No,
I agree with
don't
you.
think
No.
that's not
Right.
the thing. You don't have to do all that. I don't think. Just do your job.
Exactly.
Just research. Just be a student of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always learning. I'm always growing. Improving myself, improving my knowledge, and you don't have to stoop down to that level in order to advance your career. Because why would you want to do that to yourself? Have some dignity.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
True.
And have
Real.
And just do your thing. Do your thing. You don't have to do anything to prove that you can make it in this industry. I'm all about just being yourself and just doing your best work, and your work will speak for itself.
Amen. All right, we're gonna run a song and we're gonna come back and we're gonna we'll have some of your opinions on some of these sports going on right now, especially in the NBA, because it's some I got some good questions for you.
Some doozies.
But before we go, I got one question. Who is your NBA team? Who do you like?
You said what's my NBA team?
Yes.
My NBA team right now, I like the Utah Jazz, and
that's
a
good team to like right now.
Yeah, they doing their thing right now, and they beating the Lakers.
I'm happy about it because I'm not a Lakers fan, but everybody in the world is. But me and Rob definitely are far from Lakers fans. Far.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the country.
All right. All right, we're gonna run this song. We'll be right back to you, sis. This is a song by how you say that name to that guy's name, Rob?
Mike Jeezy featuring Hi-Lite Real. So these I'll bring them in if you don't mind, man. These brothers performed this song when they brought me down to Atlanta earlier this year. We had a concert. They did this song, and I was waiting for the video to drop. So check out Mike Jeezy featuring the homeboy Hi-Lite Real Energy.
We'll be right back with Miss Keisha right after this song.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep that same energy. Make sure you keep that same energy. Make sure you keep that same energy. Make sure you keep that same energy.
Mike G coming through the crowd raw, big dog. You don't really wanna feel these claws. See, God loves me anyway, despite these flaws. So I gotta get a little buck while yeehaw. My God, give me all the blessings, so I never tap out. No time for stressing. I'm confessing that I'm still learning lessons. When I get knocked down, get up stepping, cause I know how my blessings flow. Started from the ground down to the tiptoe. Holy Spirit, you the one that miss this flow, cause I'm talking about you and the whole trio. The Father's on top and they call me mijo. For my Latinos, it's Jesucristo. My God's bilingual, so if you didn't know, I'ma speak English, mi amigo.
Keep that same energy.
That same energy.
Make sure you keep that same energy. Energy. Make sure you keep that same energy. Energy.
Stupid, dog.
Make sure you keep that same energy. Energy. 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 Make sure you keep that same energy.
It's that A, man, that ATL.
Somebody tell me whose man's is this? Flip flop, they crisscross, wanna jump when they plotting the whole twist. Well, hey, Mr. Big Stuff, now tell me who you think you are. Call Gene Knight, cause you know you're dismissed. I got a lot of enemies, they draining my energy, but telling my energy is inside of my energy. If I'm at a dead end, I'm counting on real friends, the type that will help you and open the Red Sea. Never make a promise that you can't keep. Nobody really likes to bluff, that's a wedge so deep. If you're gonna repent, then I suggest an upkeep. And if that energy drain, then throw away the whole thing. Sometimes you gotta cut the cord to keep moving forward, to be a valuable piece within this gaming board. What's done in the dark is brought to the light, it's heads or tails. So tell me how you call it, alright? Listen, hot or cold, ain't no man in the middle, cause if it gets spit out, ain't no solving this riddle, you're headed on a dead end, on a one way. I know you see the sign, read it what the Lord say. On a periodic table, I'm an element, and me and God got a chemistry. So next time you ever think about attacking me, well, make sure you keep that same energy.
Energy. Make sure you keep that same energy. Energy. Make sure you keep that same energy. Energy. Make sure you keep that same energy.
Sports segment. All right, we was right back with our fam, Miss Keisha Swafford, back in the
Hey,
building.
can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir.
Real
Yes,
quick,
you
bro.
can.
Hey, funny part is Ray Knowledge is the one who shot the video,
Right,
just James.
right.
So
Somebody had said something. Homeboy, he said he looked like. Hold on, he looked like used the same rental spun as Ray Knowledge, and Ray Knowledge shot the same video, so that that's silly. Anyway, back to the subject at hand.
Yes.
We into these sports. Rob, I'll let you go first as usual. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So we gonna run the questions to Miss Swafford tonight on these sports. So right now in the NBA, not on the hype, but from what you're seeing, who do you think is the league's MVP right now?
Good question.
The league's MVP. Right now, LeBron is still the MVP. Because he's carrying the Lakers by himself right now.
All right.
So I gotta give props to LeBron.
Okay.
And I really think I really like Donovan Mitchell on the Utah Jazz. I think he should be in the running for MVP as well. He's just an incredible player. He's really good at those threes. I think that he's like, he and the Jazz are, taking it. Everyone's just wants to be the Utah Jazz right now. Their defense is on point, their offense is on point, and they're beating the Lakers, so they're definitely contending. So
This is true.
I think that,
This is true.
So I'm enjoying.
We not let
watching.
Forgive us for laughing. It's just the comments that we looking at on an ongoing conversation. So if you see us laugh, we not.
I was laughing because she mentioned again that they beat the Lakers. Just one more time,
okay.
let y'all know they did beat the Lakers.
I'm laughing at this clown on this about this video, man. My bad. I'm gonna stay focused.
Yeah, I think I agree with Miss Keisha. I think Utah is very, very good. Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they can win the championship. Because they got one. I think Donovan Mitchell is like almost a superstar. Like almost,
Yeah.
right?
He's there.
Mhm.
He
Getting
real
there.
real
He's not
close.
there yet.
Right. He's real close. But then LeBron like GOAT status. Like I don't think he's the GOAT, but he's GOAT status, right? And
Right.
AD is very, very good, and the Lakers are very, very hard to beat. But I think also the Nets are awesome. You know what I mean? Now
I love the Nets.
Yeah.
Kyrie, KD,
Yes.
you know,
That's
I mean,
that's a scary sight, man.
that's a scary combination.
It is.
So I think that they're going to be coming out the East. They're most definitely. I'm thinking it's going to be the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers come down the finals. That's what I'm thinking.
One of our goofy listeners put up there, everybody's scared of Rudy Gobert since he shut the league down. That's why the Knicks ass so good.
Hey,
Just James,
hey,
silly.
Speaking of Donovan Mitchell, though, to y'all point about almost being superstar status, I'm gonna give him his props because he's not getting caught in the moment. The one thing he said is,
That's
you
true.
do not win championships in February. We got to do this in June. So that just shows the maturity of the type of ball player he is. But they're deep.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They deep and
Very
they got
deep.
a good coach. And we're talking about teams. It doesn't matter how good the players are. How do you coach your team? Because if you look at Boston right now, hey, he not doing nothing with them. They don't respect him like at all. And they got
I think his
all the
voice
talent
got
in the
old.
world.
I think his voice got old to him.
He too cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can be and you can just be
There's
be
no
so
urgency.
cool with your people.
You're right.
You can be so cool with your people that they respect you, but they not listening to nothing that you got to say. They're gonna do what they want to do. And the coach out there in Utah got them boys playing. And again, they got a deep squad. We need to even mention the fact that they got Jordan Clarkson and they got Mike Conley.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
they got a nice little squad. But see, go with your question for the NBA, man.
Well, first of all, you mentioned Mike Conley. My team is the Memphis Grizzlies, so I always will love Mike Conley. Salute to him.
Mm-hmm.
Go Grizzlies, and I love Ja Morant. Anyway,
one of the best point guards that'll never be an all-star. Messed up. Go ahead.
they should have gave him like a legacy all-star this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the West is so deep with point guards. Like, he ain't going to never be an all-star. Never.
Nah, he won't.
He on the best team. Like, they should have had three all-stars. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, speaking of the Jazz, right? A couple of weeks ago, Shaq came on. I don't know if you saw it on TNT, and they was interviewing Donovan Mitchell, and Shaq made the statement basically like, I don't consider you a superstar or whatever. And Donovan had to respond right there, right? To me, Donovan's response is how they kicking the rest of the league's butt. He said, I ain't gonna go off on you, Shaq. We just gonna beat everybody in the league. What do you think about what Shaq did, by him saying it,
Well, I didn't hear it because it was coming a little staticky. What did Shaq say?
So Shaq, they had Donovan Mitchell on TNT after they won, and Shaq had basically criticized him to his face, saying like, I don't think you a superstar. What do you have to say about that? And Donovan was like, whatever, okay, I ain't worried about it. And I was like, what do you think about Shaq doing that? Like, I thought that was whack personally.
I think that was whack too.
Yeah.
Don't be hating. I like Donovan because he's a humble dude. He's like, I'm gonna let my work show, what I'm about, what our team's about. Let the numbers don't lie, okay?
This is facts.
They're beating the Lakers. And
third time that they beat the Lakers.
Just saying.
Right.
Yeah. So another time, just make sure I didn't know. But yeah, like Shaq is, I like Shaq. I love his hustle, man. He be in every commercials. But I just think that he was wrong for that. He could have. He's not an all-star. Like, why you gotta say all that? He need to calm down, chill out, and stay up behind the desk and keep it moving.
Make your commercials and move on.
Right.
Commercials and stop hating on people. Give where his props where it's due. He doing his thing, and just let him be. Let him be great. Let him be great.
All right.
So a lot of people, I know you said you feel like Brooklyn's coming out of the East, and I know right now they're on this train, but this is the thing that I feel Brooklyn's gonna have a problem with. First of all, none of them cats is physical. To me, I feel like all of them soft. Can all of them play? Yes, and all of them are injury prone. So what do you think about the
Not Harden
Miami's?
though. Harden ain't really injury prone.
No, he'll play, but he gets soft in the playoffs. Look. Like
Yeah,
she said,
I
numbers
get,
don't lie.
I get you.
Um, so my thing is, what about the Philadelphia 76ers, Miami Heat? You know, those are the teams. Miami, my squad, but those are the teams that I feel have solid coaching. They have solid players, and they play as a unit where Kyrie can fall over and his ankle done. You know, we don't know where KD been out the last six games, and again, Harden can't shoot in the playoffs. So, what do you say about that?
Yeah. I understand that completely. There's a lot of egos on that team. So it could go either way. Um, they have to come together and really
Right,
say we're gonna do this. We're gonna come together. Because like they're a super team basically right now.
right,
Super offense. And so they could fall to the wayside. Just because their egos and because they think that everyone wants to be a star, and it's a team. Basketball is a team sport. It's not an
Yes.
individual sport. So I think that if they come together and they stay, you know, together as a team, and they play to their strengths, they could possibly beat the Lakers. But they have to stay focused and not and just stay healthy and not get injured.
Hey,
I'm,
hey,
I'm, I'm,
hey,
I'm, I'm Go ahead,
go
bro. Go
go
ahead.
no, because the one thing she said was offense.
No,
It's two
no.
sides of the ball, brother.
What I noticed again, number
Right.
4, they beat
Both
the
They could beat the
Lakers.
sides
Lakers.
of the ball.
Just to let it be known, they beat the Lakers. All right, sis.
Yes, like the Lakers like that.
I see. All right, last question, and we're gonna let you go. Here's the last question. This question we gotta ask everybody that's in sports. You have to ask this question, especially if you're a basketball fan.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I say I gotta ask you this question, and we ask anybody in sports. You have to ask this question, and the question is, if I can find my little thing before I ask the question. Who's the GOAT? LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Hey!
Jordan.
Hold on. Oh, we gotta give her a second. Hey!
Jordan, because I grew up watching Jordan.
Yeah.
My dad is in love with Jordan. And I grew up watching Space Jam. LeBron is trying to remake Space Jam. Like what? You can't redo. Yeah. So yeah, like he's just like a legend. His vision, his he's a legend. So he'll never top Jordan. LeBron would never top Jordan. And he's the GOAT. So that's all I gotta say on that.
All right, I gotta tell you what the people saying before we let you go. My wife said, without hesitation, Jordan. And then our homie from MTMV, that girl is a pro, talking about Will Smith from MTMV, Jordan all day. Yep. Shout out to Will Smith and our brother,
Boys,
Brother Nathan.
yes.
All right,
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Miss Keisha, we are so appreciative for you taking time to spend with us. We really appreciate it. We wish you all the success and all that you do. From the way you're going, I really pray and I hope and I believe I'm going to see this. I'm going to see you on ESPN somewhere else like that. Because I already see you. I looked at your Twitter and seeing you doing the post-game interviews of the high school. All that's dope. And it's all building up. And, I just pray favor for you. Real favor. Because I love to see somebody in the kingdom win like that. You know what I mean?
So no doubt.
We really appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all just for letting me be on your show, and I would love to come back, and
Definitely.
especially the Brook, Brooklyn wins.
Oh, hold up. Who they gonna win against?
Like,
Hey, before we let you get out of here, sis, real quick, tell the people how they can find you.
Oh yeah, definitely do that.
oh yes. Well, I have a YouTube channel called Ballin With Keisha. And my podcast, of course, Ballin With Keisha. And also you can follow me on Twitter, Keisha_writer24, and Instagram, Ballin With Keisha. So you just look up Ballin With Keisha, and you can find most of what I do.
Well, once again, we thank you. We appreciate you. You're welcome. Welcome back anytime. And much success to you, sister. Much success.
Most definitely.
Thank you so much.
Y'all give it up for Miss Keisha Swafford. Until next time, ma'am. We see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Appreciate you. All right, man. So that was Miss Keisha Swafford. Salute to her for coming on, being a part of the show.
My bad.
Yo, bad. What you yawning for, brother? You do. Hold up, brother. You got them Lakers colors on. She was getting on your team. I didn't know you was a slick Lakers fan over there. Hold up, dog. Hold on. Yeah, it say just God, but it got them just Laker colors. What you doing, brother?
just
Thought
God.
you was a Heat fan,
Hey,
man.
Look,
I was with the
God,
Heat Nation in
the
the
true
championship last year.
You hear me? Just
Nah, what you
God,
say?
the true GOAT.
Oh, okay, true GOAT. Okay. Yeah. So
Swerve.
everybody in the comments, y'all, Miss Winder say thank you for coming on, Miss Keisha. My wife says that. Thank you for joining, Keisha. Appreciate everybody supporting. I guess we had a few technical difficulties like me and my MC Phonics, but we pushed on through. We did good. And this lady, she going to be blessed, man. She going to be something. Haven't heard ladies do this at this level so excellent, man. Like I told Rob, I was listening to the podcast. I was like, man, this is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a podcast listener. I listen to podcasts all the time. So y'all look up Ballin With Keisha on Spotify.
Yeah.
iTunes,
Apple
wherever
Music,
you Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast at, mess with her. You know what I'm saying? She's part of the great network that me and Rob are part of. That not the same podcast is a part of, the MTMV Sports Podcast Network. We are a part of that. And she is a sister within that as well. And there's many other people. Will Smith is in there. You know what I'm saying? The Voice is in there. There's more people in there. Our brother Rick Sincere. All the people in MTMV. Salute to all of y'all. All right, so we back to the contest, right? We had a winner this week. And the winner is, the winner this week is AT the Scribe. He won again. AT thought that was one of his first comments. Well, I know I ain't win this week. Actually, you did win, brother. But if you don't make no comment, we ain't sending you nothing. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so AT won 2 weeks in a row. So this brother finna get $20 gas card. But after that, if you win again, brother, we going to give you something else because you ain't going to take all our money, dog. Come on, brother. You can't be over there doing that Vegas cheating, counting cards,
right.
like they do in the casino.
Hey, he going on them websites where the experts give him the picks and the
Right. He talking to people in Vegas who going to win the game. I know y'all know.
Right.
You know the people who set the lines. Anyway, man,
Scribe. Hey, Scribe, don't get tempted to start trying to play for money, brother. Don't let the devil tempt you, brother.
Hey, this is just a game. We're not saying gamble. This is just a fun game.
Yeah.
We're not advocating gambling. You do what you do in your own personal business, but we just a game. So this week's games, we need your participation. All right, everybody over here, try to win the game. Because if y'all don't try to win, AT going to take all the money that y'all donate. There's a lot of people that donate to Not the Same Podcast, and AT the Scribe is taking all the money. So if you don't want him to take all the money, put your name in the hat. Get in the game. We're gonna put the flyer up inside the chat in a few minutes. But here's the games this week: Mavs versus Knicks, and the Pacers versus the Knicks. Then the Celtics versus the Wizards, Bucks versus Clippers, Hornets versus Blazers, Pelicans versus the Jazz, and the Knicks versus the Spurs. As every week. To be entered, just say the winners of each game, email them to notthesamepodcast@gmail.com. ATSegment.com. I'm not studying you, AT Describe. Now you getting a $15 thing because he say he play for phonics. Nope.
Man.
But anyway, man, yeah, so that's all you got to do to be part of the contest, right? So
Yeah.
we put it out. We really need everybody's participation, man. We want y'all to be a part of this. All our MV people, man, share this flyer, man. Get in on this. You can win, too. You're not part of our staff. We can't win because we the one giving the prize. But everybody else can.
Games.
Huh?
It's some good games. It's some good games.
It's some good games. You know what I'm saying? Just James say donate to the Help See Michael with his phonics fund. Yes, donate. Donate to Not the Same Podcast, man. Not my phonics. My phonics will be all right next week. All right, man. So I'm gonna let you do this, Rob. Go ahead.
Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I support them? I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel like my man C does, but like we do have a lot of people who support us, and we thank y'all very much. Seriously, we thank D Winder, we thank Nigel. We and I don't like saying names because you may forget someone, and I don't want to offend anybody. But if you want to support what we're doing, like I said, we're always upgrading our equipment. We're always trying to go to the next level and be as professional and do things in excellence, like we talked about earlier in the show. It's right there. Cash App is Cash Not the Same Podcast. You can go to notthesamepodcast.com/support. And yeah, just you want to support your boys, come rock with us. You know what I mean? We gonna be good regardless of what, but just know if you sow a seed, it's gonna be on good ground. Now I'm starting to sound like you know, Deacon Davis over here. So I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah, so
bro.
you know, we got the $25 line, $50 line. No, I'm kidding. Just jokes, guys. Just jokes.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna do it. No.
I'm just playing.
We just playing. AT Describe says, real talk, I would like to donate my winnings, both winnings, to y'all podcast. Can I do that? I don't know, man. What you think, Rob?
I mean, if you're gonna donate the winnings, brother, we'll
still send you something.
Yeah,
bro.
We'll send you something, bro.
We still gonna send you something.
Next week, we appreciate that. That's on some real stuff, right there.
Yeah, appreciate you, AT Describe. Matter of fact, man, we appreciate all y'all that watch. Shout out to Will Smith. Shout out to The Voice that came in. B+ that came in earlier. Everybody, Just James, all the loyal people, you know what I'm saying, that come every week. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And next week, mark it. Next week, we'll have up our merch. Merch.
Yeah,
we got our product in. We're getting it set up now. We got shirts. We gonna have, man. What else we want? We gonna have some shirts. Some
we got
mouse
shirts,
pads,
mouse pads. We got
hoodies,
cup hold. I mean, yeah, hoodies.
All of it, man.
We ready, man. We about to set up shop and we about to slang that merch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a flashback.
Miss Winder, she already said the red shirt. Yeah, we gonna have all that.
Red shirt came in. So
next week we'll have all the information for y'all, man, so you can support Not the Same Podcast in your city, in your town, at your job. Well, if you can do it at your job, but wherever you at, you can support it, man. So yeah, many times every week we say we thank y'all, we appreciate y'all, and we mean it. I'm not just saying idle words, man. Like me and Rob will talk about, man, how we gonna grow and how we gonna do these things better, and then we'll come back to, man, we just thankful for who we got. At the end of the day, we just thank God, you know, for people that's willing to support, people that's willing to financially support, that's willing to, you know, I'm sure some people praying and all that type of stuff, man.
Yeah, like all
we're
support.
Grateful, man.
Yeah.
We're grateful, man. Like I feel like every week we just talking to our family. It's like a family Zoom call. For real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, so I really appreciate y'all, man. So
Hey, real quick before we get up out of here, just James, what you consider big boy hoodies? There's no shade to you, man. We just trying to get an idea of the range of sizes we need to be ordering. I already know
AT said 2X. AT tall brother, so AT said 2X before, so 2X we had to get some 2X in. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, okay, so 2XL and up. All right, brothers.
I got big brothers. Oh, just James say 4X.
Yeah. We're going to have to do a pre-order for that. Forward, brother. I got you, though. I got the plug.
Nah, man, we can get it. We can get it for him, man.
No, I'm messing with you, man. I know the plug.
Got the plug for the big supporters, man. We appreciate y'all, man. For real.
Well, I got to be big supporters, bro. Like you. Hey, let's go, bro.
I love y'all, man. Y'all stupid. Hey, Just James said Spectrum XL.
Oh, man.
All right, man. So, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate Miss Keisha Swafford for coming on, man. Had a good time. Man. We enjoyed having her on, man. Y'all follow her podcast.
Check her out. For real. Check her out. It's good, man.
She's very good. Do a very, very good podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I wouldn't do y'all like that.
Rob like $4 extra to the extra lining. Man, he's silly. Extra $4 to the extra lining. Man, he's silly. All right, man. So I'm C. Micah.
I'm Rob Redeem.
And we're going to be back next week, man, with some more stuff, man. And we are
excited.
Look, man, soon and very soon we're going to start this Bible study. Me and Rob, we're going to dig into the Word. And we would love for y'all to join us. If you haven't read the Word, you don't know it like that. We ain't no preachers, but we some preachers. If that makes sense. It's in us, man, but we love just digging the Word. Nothing super deep, just reading the Word and trying to get some different translations and knowing God. Because at the end of the day, man, we have fun, we laugh, we joke, we play Manscaped commercials. But don't get it twisted. We is Christian.
Yeah.
And we love Jesus. And like this hat say, it's a catchy hat, but it's seriously just God for C. Micah, and I know for Rob
just
too.
God on my chest.
What I mean?
So there it is.
Yeah.
True GOAT.
So, yeah, man, we'll be there, man. But it's coming soon. We working on it. So I'm C. Micah, that's Rob Redeem, and we out. We'll catch y'all next week.
About our Father's business. Crime mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene.